All right, everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we're going to be talking about that submersible. Today's segment is going to be brought to you by McKay's Blade Sharpening Service, where they say we are the sharpest tool in the shed. Anyhow, we're going to talk about this submersible. At least I am. A submersible carrying 5 people has gone missing while on tour of the underwater wreckage of the Titanic, right off the coast of Newfoundland, Canada. So these people took off underwater, and let's see how deep they say that the Titanic is. I think it's 2.5 miles deep. Takes about 3 hours to get to it. Anyway, the deep sea vessel operated by Ocean Gate Expeditions lost contact about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes after submerging on Sunday morning with a 96-hour oxygen supply. The United States Coast Guard, in coordination with the Canadian Coast Guard and the Canadian Armed Forces, immediately launched a search and rescue operation for the 21-foot sealed craft named Titan. So they're going to go out there and look for this 21 feet. So as you get further and further away, the smaller whatever you're in, the smaller it gets. You could take an aircraft carrier and put it 2.5 miles away. You know how big an aircraft carrier is. Put it 2.5 miles away, it probably look about that big. Yeah, I'd say about that big. So this submersible, at about, I'd say 500-600 feet away, is probably about this big. Now imagine, what's that? 5, 10, 12,000 feet away. So you figure that out, you know. The news of the vessel's disappearance prompted a flurry of interest in the company Ocean Gate Expeditions and its deep sea submersible called Titan. So, you know, if it's a Titan, you know, I like that name. You know, I believe they say it went down there 7 times. They have to check the integrity of the hull. I mean, and also the glass. The glass may be several inches thick, and the hull may be thick, but going up and down, you know, going way down deep, of course, it extracts or goes in, and then when you're coming up, it goes out. So doing that, anybody ever take, say, a piece of steel, hold it, you know, about this long, and bend it back and forth, it pops. And also, if you put your finger on the piece that popped, it's a little bit warm. So, you know, the company's founder and CEO, Mr. Rush, who is one of the 5 people aboard the missing vessel, manned the Titan's first validation dive at 4,000 meters in 2018, according to the company. I don't know why they put that in meters, but let's say feet. You know, I mean, I like feet instead of meters. The company then began offering tourists the opportunity to dive to the depths of the Titanic in the following years, selling tickets for the 2023 journey for $250,000 a piece. So that's it, everybody. If you got $250,000, go ahead and you know, get you a ticket on this submersible. Yeah, if I had $250,000, I sure do it. I mean, I'd have to be a billionaire. But then on the other hand, I'd have to see all of the tests and everything like that. On, like I said earlier, the integrity of the structure of the vessel. So banging picked up on the sonar in a search area. So that they said they're banging on the walls and everything. So they're trying to make noise. I believe water is a good conductor of sound. Like the whales, whenever they make a sound, it can travel for miles. A source familiar confirmed to ABC News that there were reports of banging, like I just said, that were picked up on sonar in a search on Tuesday morning, but they haven't been found yet. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that more than likely, I'm going to say that they're going to be found. Matter of fact, updates and everything are coming in continuously. You know, the U.S. Coast Guard said early Wednesday that the aircraft with sonar capability detected some underwater noises. You know, but remotely operated vehicles were unable to find the origin of the sound. That's pretty wild. I mean, an airplane can find it, you know, but the underwater vehicles can't. I mean, they're closer, way closer. Thousands of feet closer, probably. A former employee of the Ocean Gate alleged in a 2018 counterclaim lawsuit that he was fired for raising concerns about the quality control and testing of potential flaws in the same experimental submersible that went missing this week. So that's what I said earlier. You've got to test them. When you go down there and come back up, it has to be tested. Has to be. That has to be a must, or it can't go anymore, is what I'm saying. David Lockridge, which is an engineer and the submarine's pilot, claimed in his counterclaim against OceanGate that he was hired in 2015 by Everett, Washington Company, to ensure that the safety of all crew and clients during the submersible and surface operations of the vessel called Titan. But when he expressed concerns about the design and testing of the mini-sub's hull, there you are, he said he was terminated by the company. Now, why would they terminate somebody for doing that? You never, and there's an old saying in the book, you never can be too safe. Everybody knows that. Anyway, OceanGate had intentionally sued Lockridge, alleging, among other things, breach of contract, fraud, and misappropriation of trade secrets. All claims which he denied, I mean, they're going to fight this out in court. Well, that's fine. But these people are trapped down there. Trapped. I don't like to be trapped. Anyway, I could imagine the feeling that they're down there, and like I said earlier, it's dark. I wonder if they have cell phones. If they do, they're going to probably run out of power on the cell phones. I don't know if they could make any kind of calls or have a ping on their cell phone. I mean, there's all kind of ways you can find things, I don't see why these people can't find them. It doesn't make any sense. With all the technology, I mean, come on. These guys can send a telescope out beyond the moon and look at a galaxy that's 100,000 light years away and see some clear stuff. But you can't find a submersible that's 2.5 miles down or 2 miles, however deep it is. They don't even know how deep it is. So you tell me where all of the important stuff is. If you go down that submersible and you get stuck, I don't know. It's they say it's safe. I think they signed some paperwork, to free them from anything that happens. In its lawsuit, the OceanGate accused Lockridge of breaching his contract by discussing the company's confidential information with Occupational Health and Safety Administration. Well, guess what? The Safety Administration needs to know about this stuff. When he filed a false report claiming that he was discharged in relations for being a whistleblower. Look, a whistleblower is, to me, somebody that will tell you a different thing. So, in other words, these people over here at OceanGate told OSHA that it was safe. But I don't know if OSHA went out and tested it. They should have went out and tested everything. Got the people out there, got the right people to test it, not the people that own it, because you know what they're going to do. Well, I get certified in testing, I own it, it's good to go. No. Even if you're certified and you own it, that's kind of a twin bladed knife or something like that, where it don't make any sense. They'll approve their own vessel. And now look at the problem they got. 5 people's lives are still in danger. And I hope and pray that they get found. So they went out on the edge. They like to be adventurous, and I don't blame them. If they can be adventurous at the tune of $250,000 per ticket, go ahead. I mean, if you want to go to the edge of space, it's $450,000 a ticket, and them guys will take you up there for a 90-minute ride. So do all that stuff. But to me, feet on the ground, baby. Anyhow, I was going to make a little bit of fun of it, but I realized that this is a very, very serious situation, and 5 people are in immense danger. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. When a flower doesn't bloom, you fix the environment in which it grows. Don't worry about the flower. You don't have to fix it. It's doing fine. Fix the environment. Anyhow, let's get some prayers together and everything for these people down there. Hopefully they find them and they all will be okay. And more than likely, they probably won't go on that trip again. All right, everybody. Flint says he's out.